Um, the session is not for sharing, okay? So
Yes,
yeah.
yes, no, it's just for me.
Okay. So just a quick introduction of who I am. So I'm Norbs Portales. I came from the theater. Nagsimula akong artista sa tanghalan. I'm part of PETA, Philippine Educational Theater Association. So ang ginagawa ko doon, I act for theater, I teach acting, and I also direct plays. And I also organize. So, mga festivals, young people performances, ganyan. And so many things. So, um, and eventually, nakapasok ako sa television. Minsan, as a coach, minsan umaarte din ako, pero ngayon, mas marami akong coaching job for television kasi kailangan mas maraming help na need in terms of acting because most people in the industry ay hindi nag-aaral ng acting. So, kailangan ba ng guidance? Yung theater training kasi, medyo maraming discipline na tinuturo para maintindihan ng character, ang text, and yun yung binibigay ko sa mga students ko at sa mga kino-coach kong artista sa television or sa film. What else?
Yung mga artista ba usually, do they take acting classes or they don't? Like,
They do. For some newbies, yung mga like GMA, Artist Center, meron silang mga regular workshops. For Star Magic, meron din. And they require their artists to attend the workshop. But in my case, I was hired by the production to help the actor to prepare for the role. Therefore, from the knowledge that they have accumulated so far, how do I guide them to apply that in their character, etc., etc. Kasi for some of them, hindi tumitimo. So, hindi nag-mark sa brain nila. So,
yeah.
They either forget or there's this parang missing link with the workshop and with the actual work. So that's what we do. That's what I do. I help them link ideas and make sure that they become better actors on set. What else? So I teach children. I teach adult. I also teach teachers teaching creativity and stuff like that. And that's all. I mean, yan lang naman yung pinanggagalingan ko. In terms of acting and our process, I'm a facilitator. Therefore, I provide exercises or questions or ideas, and the bulk of work ay mapupunta sa'yo. Therefore, this workshop will only work if, number one, you allow it. In whatever capacity, you allow. You allow emotions to flow. You allow to make mistakes. You allow to look funny, to look crazy. You just do it. So I ask you to say yes. Do it. Okay? And you will always hear this from me. Allow. You feel that? Go there. Allow. Allow, allow, allow. Okay? Yes. Yes, yes. Do it, do it, do it. Okay? And because I'm a facilitator, at ikaw ngayon gagawa, whatever you give is what you get. Therefore, you cannot measure learning from me. I will just provide you exercises and elevate that into an insight and hopefully find that link with your objective as an artist, as a person. Pero you have to do the work. You need to give me something. If you give me this, I can only bring you here. If you give me this, I could bring you somewhere else. So you see, whatever you give in the process, kung gaano kalalim, mas malalim din mabibigay ko. The more questions you ask, the more things I could answer, hopefully. The
Mhm.
more things we unravel, the more things we could make sense. But if you don't unravel anything, if you don't allow anything, if you don't ask questions, then we'll just be, you will learn something. But edi yun lang. But this is not to discourage you naman kasi parang kung at the moment ito pa lang yung journey mo, that's also fine. Kasi different people, different pace, different time. So I'm just saying that I'm just here as a guide. Okay? Um, but I can also be very direct. Like I will tell you if I think it doesn't work. And if you would really want to hear the truth,
Mhm.
ask me and I will answer those things.
Okay,
And I am usually truthful about my comments.
got it.
So, but it's about the work. It's not about you. It's about the work. So I'm truthful with what I see, the work, and then how can we improve. So I hope then take this as a space to learn, and I hope that you don't get offended. It's not a personal attack. Everything that happens here is for the work, and I am your ally. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm not here to put you down, but rather everything that happens here is a point for reflection and a point for us to evolve as artists. So yun yung ano natin na term natin, allow, elevate, okay? Yun yung mga ano natin. Ulit-ulit ko sasabihin sa'yo. How can you elevate this? How, what else could you allow? So yung mga ganun. What else? There might be things that I don't know. I'm not perfect, okay?
Mhm.
And I would tell you if I don't know. I will not make up answers. I don't know that. Or I would say, based on my experience, this is how I deal with these kinds of things. Ibig sabihin, I don't have all the answers in the world. So I'm also telling you now that I'm not the expert of everything. I could answer some of it, but two-way process din to in the conversation. Maybe I believe I would learn also things from you. Okay? What else? Yun lang, chill lang tayo, have fun, give your best, give your everything, open up, pag iyak-iyak, pagtawa-tawa, and even if it's crying, even if it's laughing, you just enjoy it. Because as an actor, kung binigyan ng drama, I have fun with drama. I have fun with comedy. It's about having fun. So let's have fun in this whole process. All right? Do you
Okay.
have any questions so far?
None, but I'm very excited, and I'm I also like it when people correct me. Like I believe that's the best way to learn. So
Mhm.
don't worry, I can take any like I'm sure it will be constructive. So that's what I would like. I mean, I'm here for that. So
Okay. Okay. And along the way, kung may tanong ka, please do not ask in the middle of the process. Ano ibig sabihin ko? For example, I'm coaching you in the activity. Do not stop the activity just to ask something.
mhm.
I'd like you to ask before or after.
Okay,
Kasi para trust mo din yung flow, yung process, wherever it may bring you. Ako yung magka-cut if I think you don't get it. Okay?
got it.
But during an activity, especially if it's something that requires you to close your eyes or do something, just flow with it. If you don't understand, I would see if you don't understand. Okay. What else? Other questions?
None.
Okay, kung none, please prepare a notebook and a pen. I
Mhm.
forgot to tell you.
Okay.
Kasi kailangan magsulat.
Mhm.
And ayoko sa laptop, gusto ko isulat kamay mo.
Mhm.
And then, I'll give you maybe 3 minutes or 5 minutes, depending how long you need, to prepare for your creative introduction.
Okay. All right.
How long do you need? 3 minutes, 5 minutes?
hold on. I actually already kind of prepared it.
Yeah,
I
but you can still rehearse or prepare and then tell me when you're ready.
okay. Is it like a video taken on the phone or here lang?
Live. It's live.
Sorry.
It's live. You perform it
Oh,
in
it's
front of
like
me.
all right. Okay. Got it.
So
Okay.
I'll give you what? You need 3 minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah. 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes to prepare. It's live.
Yeah.
And then prepare then a notebook and a pen kasi we'll be using that later.
All
Enjoy.
right. Okay. I'll get it. I'll get my notebook and pen.
All right. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Sure. So, our only rule in class would be to look at the camera. Can you point your camera, please?
Okay, here.
So, can you point it? Can you look at it? Can you look at your camera? I don't see you looking at
Yes.
it. You're looking at me. You're not looking at the
Oh,
camera.
really? Wait, hold on.
Where is your camera? Look
No,
at it.
I'm looking at the camera right now.
Hmm.
No, that's weird. Yeah. Like here.
See, can you look at me and look at the camera? Yeah, better. That's better.
Okay. Yeah.
So, with your introduction, please look at the camera and then just do your thing, and that's it. All right, have fun.
Okay. Hi, I'm Germee. I'm a jewelry designer. So I'm actually a third generation jeweler from the Philippines. And usually my process is just taking a gemstone. For example, this is a pearl. I really love pearls, maybe because I'm a Filipina and we have the best South Sea pearls in the world. But mostly it's because it's very organic. It's the only natural gems. It's the only organic gemstone from a living organism, and it's also very classy. At the same time, it can be designed into a piece that's very modern. So what I usually do, my process is very organic. I didn't have an art background, um, uh, I would do something like very natural. I would just put it on my hand, and then I just put other gemstones around it. So usually like very small pieces, like this, like very small gems. I really love it when I put together really big pieces and then small pieces around it. So there. What I also really love about my job is just getting to know my clients one by one, like really talking to them, getting to know them, and then somehow um, take a portion, like a part of their personality, and put it inside their like piece. It could be their dream piece, but there's always something very personal about my pieces. So actually, I don't really have a lot of them right now because once I make it, I just deliver them to my clients directly. And then, there was this one time I had these Singaporean clients, and they told me they were very happy with the rings that we made for them. We created a special logo and put it in their rings. And they told me that if we could make it into a startup, into a tech startup, that would be very cool. So I'm a person who really loves to learn new things. Like that's what makes me happy. Even if I'm always a newbie in things, it's okay with me. So then I started thinking about how to innovate on this, and we're building this tool where we can get to know our clients better, like with their personality and style, and then we will be able to recommend the perfect piece of jewelry for them. Um, this is one of the things that I would really love to do, so that we can create something that can help us have a mass personalization tool. So I believe that if you like everyone deserves to have their dream pieces that's infused with their own personality and not just anything that anyone could have. So with my startup, I do a lot of roles. So I'm a designer. I also do the finance role, which is actually really my background. I used to teach in UP, finance and accounting, from third year to fifth year students. And I did my master's in finance in Milan. And right now, I also help other business owners have an idea of where they're going and to create their own financial vision. So there.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, anong pakiramdam? How did you feel while doing this? While doing your introduction?
Yeah, kind of nervous. Uh, um, like I didn't really know, like because I wasn't looking at you and you weren't there. I was just looking at the camera, so it made me feel like I wasn't really talking to anyone. I didn't have anyone in mind.
Okay. I'm just taking note Magsalita ka lang.
And that makes me nervous because I'm used to talking to different types of people, like and any type of people. Like in UP, you have everyone in the Philippines, and I'm used to talking to people based on who they are and what they want to talk about. So I'm very sensitive about that. But just looking at the camera makes me like parang it's uncomfortable for me.
Mm-hmm. So medyo kinabahan ka, uncomfortable. What else? What else did you feel?
Parang more of uncomfortable. It's not really me. I para lang akong lumulutang.
Para kang?
Lumulutang. Like, parang hindi ko, wala akong direction kung saan ako pupunta, sino yung kausap ko, ganun.
Kasi sabi mo nga kanina, when you're speaking with a person, you base your parang non-verbal reaction, the way you talk, depende sa kausap mo. So yung pakiramdam ng floating because doon ka lang sa camera nakatingin. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Looking back so kanina, what were you feeling at the moment? Ngayon, looking back, ano sa palagay mo yung mga good points nung ginawa mo in production? At ano sa palagay mo yung mga points for improvement?
I think yung good points, sinulat ko kasi yung like parang points lang. So I wanted to say about the jewelry, the tech part, and the finance part. So parang 3. And then, naglagay lang ako ng 3 points each para madaling tandaan. Kasi kinakabahan talaga ako. Feeling ko hindi rin ako makakatingin sa notes ko while speaking. And then, so yun yung feeling ko yung parang prepared ako dun sa tig-3 lang. Manageable for me. At saka hindi na ako nag-iisip ng iba. Kasi ang dami kong pwedeng sabihin pero hindi ko na nilagay. Ito lang talaga.
Yeah.
Focus. And then, yung need improvement, definitely dun sa yung eye contact, yung ano tawag dito, parang more comfortable, like better way of speaking. And then, minsan, siguro yung words na bubulol-bulol ako. So, yun yung kailangan kong i-improve.
Alright. Thank you so much. Alam kong as a social being and also as a theater person, I'm used to performing live. As in, I perform for 1,000 people, 4,000, and I don't care. And then, converting to online events, kasi during the start of the pandemic, I hosted several online shows, ganyan. And then doing all these things in your home alone, talking at that small dot, I understand the feeling of being a little bit lost and parang sino bang kausap ko and stuff like that, no? So, but with camera and with live, you have to remember that your audience is the camera kapag camera at kapag live ay yung mga tao sa paligid mo. Therefore, no matter how many people are watching your vlogs, are looking at your Facebook live, whatever you do with the camera, if you don't look at the camera, your audience will not see you looking at them. So right now, I'm talking to you. I'm looking at the camera. And mas relate ka kapag nakatingin yung kausap mo sa camera.
Mhm.
Tapos sa periphery ko, nakikita lang kita here. So, it's kind of weird, but it's part of the change of medium na medyo kailangan nating i-cope as we change medium. In your case, your objective is to create a vlog. Ano pa yung sabi mo sa akin? So mag-vlog ka and then maggawa ka ng mga pitch, ganyan. Mag-live ka. Puro ganito ang mararamdaman mo.
Okay.
And the only thing that will help you move forward is to repeat and repeat and repeat. Rehearse and rehearse and rehearse.
Mhm.
What am I trying to say? When I say rehearse, hindi ko naman sinasabi na i-rehearse mo pa ulit-ulit yung talking points mo. But you rehearse the sensation of speaking to the camera. It's as if it's second nature. It's as if you've been born to speak in that black dot. Okay? So, second nature, as in parang normal na lang na tumitingin ka sa camera. Right? Dun sa next session natin, meron akong pin-prepare na slide. Sobrang didetalyehin pa natin yung technicalities of camera para mas maintindihan mo. Pero it's good assessment na there's this uncomfortability. That's normal and that's okay. Okay? Other notes ko lang din, kitang-kita rin na nagbablanko yung mata mo. You would see if someone is really interested. Right? When you're talking with someone, yung face-to-face, di ba kitang-kita mo yung matang involved?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
At ganun din sa camera. Actually, sabi nila, you cannot lie in front of a camera. You cannot lie. The camera will capture your quirks. The camera will capture your tics.
Yeah. Okay.
It will capture if you're not thinking of anything, it will capture that. If you're really interested, if you're excited, if you're kinikilig with what you're saying, it will translate on screen. And the thing is, ikaw lang yung nakikita sa camera, right?
Yes.
But you see, during your introduction, there were moments that you were smiling and you were excited and you have this big smile and you were excited, and I feel like that's your asset.
Okay.
So as a general note, when you feel excited, go there. Remember that feeling. When you go very cerebral, I see you detaching from connection and you're just with your world of ideas. The thing is, kung magkakatabi tayo and I know you for a long time, it's fine. If you go into the world of your ideas and as parang medyo lumutang ka. But if I don't know you, you have to be constantly involved with me as if I'm your best friend, as if this dot is your best friend and you're talking to this dot.
Mhm. Mhm.
Kasi the moment na mag-zone out ka, ang hirap bumalik, right? That's one. And then of course, non-verbal. So you only have the frame.
Mhm.
What medyo malalampas na ako dun sa lecture ko, pero ulitin ko lang. But what the reality is what's inside the frame. Before, with face-to-face, they could see your gestures.
Mhm.
They could see how you sit, how you smell, how you talk,
Mhm.
everything. The proximity, meaning distance. Your client sits beside you, your client sits in front of you, the way you shake your hands, di ba?
Mhm.
With camera, the only reality is the frame. Therefore, if you talk and you make gestures outside the frame, for example, I'm talking right now and I'm doing gestures, can you see it? You can. Therefore, it's not part of reality.
Yes.
But because I'm a very expressive person, I use my hand. So you see, if I use my hand and this is the frame, I make sure that my gestures are within the frame. If I want to engage with my gesture. If I do this, oh, you see, di ba ang awkward lampas?
Right. Okay. Yes.
This is the frame. So, my gestures should be within the frame. It shouldn't be this big. OA siya. Di ba mukhang OA pag ganito? Parang ano nangyari sa kamay? Pag nasa baba naman, walang makikita. Pero pag ganito ang gesture, ganito ang gesture, ganito ang gesture, it will convey a message within the frame.
Got it.
Of course, this is, if you go farther, mas meron kang space for movement.
Oh, okay.
Right? So we will explore that sa mga next sessions pa natin. Pero just a quick understanding na dun sa quick introduction mo, yun nga, there blank eyes at some point. There were moments where you were interested and there was good smile. Your personality was missing due to nonverbal reactions, gestures, and you can integrate that. Okay?
Got it.
But you can also control what to show. Because this is the camera. If you are intentional with what to show, like how you wrote your outline, that's very good. Kasi sinulat mo yung outline mo, that's very good. That's very intelligent of you. It's the same with your body, with your physicality. You can also be, as an actor, as a performer, as a vlogger, you can also be intentional with your facial expressions. Do you know Mimia?
Yes.
So, diba, she's popular. So, diba, intentional siya sa mga gumaganon niyang face. That's intentional of her. Of course, depende yun sa comfortability ng tao sa kanyang muka, sa kanyang katawan. But, that's my assignment to you.
Okay.
Gaano ko komportable with my face, with my facial expression? Gaano ko komportable with looking stupid?
Okay.
Looking awkward? What kind of, because you're already, I heard you talking about your startup and you know your words eh. Actually, you know what you want, making it personal. It's very heartwarming the way you were talking about your startup. Na-inspire ako actually. Now, how branding is not just the written brand. Branding is also with who's the spokesperson of the brand. And right now, as a startup company, you are the face of the brand, right? And how would you like, what kind of personality would you like to convey as the personality of the brand? Would you like a stuck-up person? Would you like a quirky person? Would you like someone who's excited talking about jewelry and personalities and ideas? That's not something that we have to finalize today or within the 3 sessions, but that's something that I think you should think about. For some people who nabago yung idea of connection, you start with the things that you are comfortable with, and you start with your truth, your authentic self. I feel like you have these 2 personas. This very intelligent master's graduate of finance who, sometimes go to this world of numbers and ideas. And this person is very quirky, excited about jewelry and personalities. So, pwede namang both yon. But you have to, timpla that. Kailangan mo siyang timplahin. Kasi kapag sobrang ganito, baka naman mawala yung people won't take you seriously. But if you're too serious, why would people listen to you in a vlog? Vloggers, it's all about entertainment.
Yes. Yeah.
Si Doc Adam, doktor siya. He's educating people with malpractice in education, di ba? And yet, he employs comedic statements. May isa pang doktor, ganun din. And marami ka na, si Pimple Popper, but it's very entertaining, di ba? Si Pimple Popper, sobra siya sumikat, di ba? Nag-pop lang siya ng pimples. It's actually, pero iba yung kanya kasi yung quirk niya, it's the idea of pimple popping. So hindi niya na kailangan mag-express pa ng character or whatever. But may personality na kagad yung brand.
Mhm.
With your brand, and with the kind of country we have, which is a third world country,
Mhm.
how can jewelry making be attractive, be interesting, um, even to the masses? It's something
Yes.
because of vlogging. You're talking. Sino bang nanonood ng vlog? You're talking about the middle class and the lower middle class. Sila yung may purchasing capacity at sila yung nanonood ng vlog. Of course, kung gusto mo pang mag-reach ng iba pang social status, okay lang din. Pero you see, even with vlogging, there's personality. Who am I targeting? Am I targeting everyone? Am I targeting particular... so medyo nagsa-social media rin tayo kasi vlogging, acting, medyo malapit no? So the kind of, are you gonna portray yourself as someone classy?
Mhm.
Are you just gonna be yourself? And the brand is the classy one. I don't know. But,
Ayun.
ha?
Pwede ba yung get? Sorry, I interrupted you. Na-excited
Pwedeng,
ako.
no, pwede, no? So, medyo tumatalon tayo sa performance and branding. Kasi, ang objective mo vlogging and I also love that branding, no? So, anyway, and even actors, magugulat ka, si Eugene Domingo. You know Eugene Domingo sa comedian, right?
Yes.
Alam mo ba kapag umarte siya, may mga requirements siya.
Oh,
Dahil
okay.
sikat na siya Eugene Domingo is a brand. Therefore, tuwing may show siya, kahit drama, kailangan may comedic part.
Oh,
Because people will expect that from her. Because that's her brand.
okay. Got it.
Paris Hilton and cooking.
Yes.
Paris Hilton doesn't speak like that in real life.
Right.
But because that's her brand, right? Yeah. Sinasadya niya na. Because that's the brand. That's what people remembered her.
Mhm.
Now, with your vlog, the kind of quirks you introduce, the kind of personality you share, because it has to be something from you already. It's gonna be hard to do something and do it consistently and do it all the time if it's not you. Most vloggers, it's too close to their personality. Okay? It's okay to portray something else, but doing that every day is gonna be hard. Okay? So, there's some, kumbaga man, para bawasan yung burden mo, there has to be something na nasa loob mo na. But, I don't know if you're a private person, you're an introvert, or you're an extrovert, but kailangan mo rin pag-isipan, what could I share? Within my comfort level, how willing I am na lumampas sa comfort zone ko. What am I willing to share? And especially, tandaan mo, when you vlog, it's online. It's
Right.
forever. It's forever. It's your digital footprint. I'm not, I'm not scaring you. I'm just telling you that this is exciting because you're gonna share a part of yourself, but it's also intelligent and to just, plan a little bit, not too much, on what to share. Just like the bullets you did with your ideas, you also bullet the qualities that you want to convey. So, medyo ganun, no? And then, I like it when you smile because all of a sudden may sparks yung eyes mo and all of a sudden, when you're excited, I'm also excited.
Okay.
Yun lang yung ano mo. What else? Right. Also, the thing with vlogging, especially kapag mag-shoot ka na ng sarili mo, you're alone, you're talking in front of a dot, tapos, hindi, yung lull moments, yung quiet moments, yung 1 second, it will feel like 30 seconds. 2 seconds of pause, 3 seconds of pause, matagal siya. Your pause has to matter.
Okay. Got it.
Kaya napansin mo, ang bibilis sila magsalita.
Yeah.
Because ang attention span, so marketing din to, you have to also understand na in terms of performance, yung market mo, may attention span din sila. So, you're very quick sa pagkasalita. So it's exciting, it's engaging, it's quick. And then when they pause, it's an important pause. It's to underline an idea. Right? So, yun yung mga performance points ko lang base sa napanood ko so far sa'yo. Okay? Any questions, discoveries, insights?
Yes. Very interesting yung mga sinabi mo because those are exactly that's why I didn't vlog for the longest time because usually actually before the pandemic, for 4 months, 4 months in a year, I would go to the US, 4 months in Europe, and then 4 months here in the Philippines. So a lot of my friends are telling me, mag-vlog ka, like that's so interesting, like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Pero the thing is that I'm a semi-private person. So dun sa introvert and extrovert scale, I'm in the middle. And actually, it's very good that you brought it up because actually, dun sa personality test namin of getting to know our clients, may introvert and extrovert scale. So I don't know what to share. Like, hindi ako comfortable i-share lahat. Pero hindi ko alam kung anong gusto kong i-share. Ayun.
That's something that you don't need to answer now. But that's something that you need to answer eventually. At your own time. Being an actor, being a performer requires you to be vulnerable. It requires you to share your truth, a piece of your soul.
Yeah.
And you would see actors, kasi sabihin mo, bakit hindi ko siya ma-feel? You would see actors, bakit parang may wall? It's the same with vlogging. Bakit parang pilit? Bakit parang hindi siya nag-share? Hindi niya gusto yung ginagawa niya. There has to be that deep reason why you would like to share. Baka yun yung una mong sagutin. What would you like to share? And it has to be deep. When you were excited with the idea of personality and jewelry, maybe that's where you anchor. Making jewelry accessible to everyone, making jewelry, this connected to who you are. Baka ganun. Who I am, that's your journey as a vlogger. You start with that. Who I am. I'm this and I'm that. Now my question is, who are you? Di ba? Puro ganun yung episodes mo. O, di ba? May content ka na. I mean, joking. Pero ang ibig sabihin, parang you could start with simple things as well. Pag-isipan mo rin, would you like it taped? Or would you like it edited? Or would you like, kasi pag edited, syempre mayroon yang, may factor yan na kukuha ka ba ng editor or aaralin mo yung editing? That's a different animal, I tell you. Editing is a different art. So either you edit or you ask someone to edit for you if you have the money. Or would you like it live? Facebook Live. Okay? So, now, very good yung ginawa mo nung sa assignment kasi sinubukan mong i-video yung sarili mo. That's the first start. That's a start already na nire-record mo yung sarili mo. Imagine, try mo mag-Facebook Live ka. Why not?
Okay.
Try mo mag-shoot ka. Try mong i-edit. Why not? Sometimes it's by doing because acting is also doing. If you don't do it, you'll never know what else you can do. You'll never know kasi baka naman mag-analysis paralysis ka. So, at some point, you need to try to, maybe I'll just do it. Whatever. Why not? Okay? So, acting is full of paradox. It asks you to prepare, but it has to feel like it's the first time it's gonna happen. Napansin mo yan? Pag shooting, halimbawa, binasa nila yun eh. Uulit-ulitin, alam mo ba yun, per take? Uulit-ulitin yun. Okay, tight shot. Meaning, ganito kalapit yung camera. Uulitin yung eksena. Uulitin, malayo. Uulitin, ibang angle. They repeat that 10 times. And it should feel like it's always the first time. With the theater, we do that 30 times. We do that 6 times a week. For example, I have this show. Ikikwento kong namatay yung kaibigan ko. Tapos breakdown. Ilang beses ko nang kinuwento namatay yung kaibigan ko. Siyempre, yung una beses, parang, paano siya magiging fresh ulit all the time? And it has it's training, number one. Number two, it deals with how connected you are with your truth. How well can you tap it immediately? It's like, imagine your body is like a door. Your emotions are just there. They're just memories. And just like nung bata ka, nung pinalo ka, you remember that. You remember the happiest moment in your life. Those things you can access. But kailangan, kaya mo rin siyang isarado. So, hiramin, ibalik, sarado. Ganun yung trabaho ng artista. Kasi for some people, mababaliw ka kapag hindi mo kayang sarado, right? So discipline yun. Mino-workshop yung bukas, sarado. Okay? Anyway, so yun lang. Ino-overview lang kita dun sa buong world of vlogging. Kasi hindi ko alam kung nanonood ka ng vlog. Hindi ko rin alam kung na-try mo nang mag-vlog. Pero may ganong world view yung vlogging. But if I were you, just do it and try it and make mistakes.
Right.
You don't need to publish it. You can just make it and save it. Pero eventually, you need to publish it.
Right.
Eventually, di ba? Kasi hindi ka matututo. Diba?
Yeah. Meron ka rin nasa...
Wala.
Okay lang. May nasabi ka kanina that also resonated with me. Ayun, yung... Hold on lang, sorry, Norbs.
Sige lang.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Yung isang nag-resonate with me, yung sinabi mo na parang, okay, minsan nagiging cerebral ako. So, I want to learn the art of entertainment. Like, how can we make it more accessible? Because I also believe na parang, for example, pag nag-class ako sa mga entrepreneurs, galing sa all walks of life, and meron silang natututunan, and they like it. Pero, I don't know how to translate that into parang more entertainment. And also siguro ano din yung factor din siguro yung when I started teaching 24 lang ako noon. So kailangan tong maging authoritative, otherwise yung students ko hindi nila ako i-respect. So I guess dun ako nasanay sa way na gano'n.
Same tayo. Nagturo din. Ako naman, 21 years old ako, nag-public school. Ganyan din. Di ba mayroon kang game face? Yung hindi ngumingiti. I agree. But you need to unlearn. It's a habit na you need to unlearn and relearn as a different thing. Imagine, this is how we look at characters, actors. They're like clothes. Imagine if you're an introvert or if you're in between and it's hard to share, imagine wearing them. You're just wearing your favorite cloth and that's what you show. You don't show everything. You just show what you want to show. And you wear it and then pag uwi mo sa bahay, pwede mo siyang tanggalin. Ako din I'm medyo private ako. Tinry ko mag-vlog nung una din sobra akong hirap na hirap, ganyan. Tapos kasi live person ako, pag salitain mo ako sa 1,000, okay ako, ganyan. Tapos nag-vlog din ako parang, oh my God, iba pala to. And I tried it just for the same reason that I want to challenge myself. Can I do it or not? Eh kaya naman. Gusto ko ba siya? Sakto lang. So, hindi ko masyadong pinurso kasi nagpupurso din ako ng ibang bagay. But,
Norbs.
ha?
Ano yung parang in your career, ano yung pinaka natutuwa kang gawin?
Well, I really like teaching eh. So, nag-enjoy talaga ako sa mga ganito. Tapos nag-enjoy din kasi ako sa so yung mga actually mga pa-vlog ko very medyo educational yung iba kong vlog. Tinry ko din mag-vlog ng hindi educational pero parang nababore ako ganyan. Anyway, pero ayun, I really like teaching, coaching, bet ko siya tapos I like performing. Yun talaga yung dalawang gusto ko. So, may ganun talaga, no? Mayroon talagang, but nung nakuha ko na siya, gets ko na. Gets ko na yung kung how do you deal with it. But kailangan niya ng repetition, tapos kailangan niya din ng gagawin mo lang siya ng gagawin.
Okay.
Along the way, I also have vlogger friends. And kapag nakita mo yung vlog 1 nila at yung vlog 300 nila, ang layo ng quality. Pero they keep on vlogging like every week. Hindi ko kaya yun. Mga vlog ko every 3 months. Kung kailan ko lang gusto. Sabi ko kasi, I want to do something that I like. I don't want to force myself. Pero, in your case, if you're doing it as an entrepreneur, meaning you're talking about jewelry, important na gumawa ka ng mga talking points mo, ng outline mo, at importante, ma-outline mo yung content mo. Tapos, ang next level nun, how would you present yourself and how would you be, parang anong brand yung gusto mong ipakita. Anyway, pwede bang pumunta, sorry, ano tayo nag-enjoy tayo sa kwentuhan.
I'm sorry. Ang dami ko ring tanong, pero sige, please.
Pero okay lang to kasi I think what's nice with coaching, talagang kwentuhan siya at saka insight building, no? So, sabi ko nga sa'yo, I could only share yung mga naaral ko and also the experience I had and the mistakes that I did. So, from there, magandang ma-brainstorm din natin at mag-guide kita din sa mga insights na yun. Pero, baka yung ibang tanong kasi natin, masagot natin doon sa second session. So may mga tumatalon kasi akong answers na supposedly topic ko sa next module ko.
Okay.
Pero dahil nag-e-enjoy naman tayo, parang carry lang, no? Sige. Right now, bibigyan kita ng writing exercise. Sige, writing exercise muna tayo. Okay? Write down. My only rule is be detailed as possible. Detailed as possible. And then, it has to be truthful. It has to come from a place of truth. Do not invent it. It has to be something from your memory. It has to be something na emotionally striking. It doesn't have to be sad. It has to be emotionally striking. Dapat wag yung wala lang. Choose something that's emotionally striking. I will give you a prompt. It's what we call a trigger word. And then with that word, write down a sentence, okay? And be as detailed as possible. Only one sentence. So, for example, let's talk about things that you see or that you saw. Write 5 things that you see or that you saw. Sample na ibibigay ko sa'yo. Halimbawa, nakita ko yung lalaking tumatakbo sa labas na sira-sira yung damit na parang iniiwan na siya ng jeep. very, dapat malinaw siya sa head mo. Okay? In one sentence. Okay? Something that you see or something that you saw. Go. Malinaw?
I think so, yes. Isusulat ko na ba?
Yes.
Isusulat ko.
Fine. Pwede rin namang nakikita mo lang ngayon sa room mo.
Okay.
Pwede rin kakakita mo lang sa ano mo, housemate mo, sa mom mo. Something visual.
Okay.
Yung ngiti ng nanay ko tuwing sinasabihan ko siya ng good morning.
Okay. Ito ka lang. Meron na ako naisip.
Go.
Okay.
Just don't edit kung anong masulat mo, yun lang. And if you feel something, if it makes you smile, that's fine. Allow.
Yeah.
If it makes you sad, allow. You're done?
Yes.
Okay, write 5 things about smell. Something that you smelled. Something that you smell right now.
Mm-hmm. Hold on pala, sorry. Yung 5 things that you saw, so parang 5 pala na ano yun. Hindi lang isang sentence yun.
5 sentences.
Ano pala yung nalagay ko? Sorry, Norbs.
Okay.
Ginawa ko
So
siyang
sige, masyadong madami. Let's make it 3.
Okay. Ginawa ko siyang sobrang detailed kasi, so yun.
1 sentence lang, ha? As you're writing it, be conscious of breathing. What do you feel? If it makes you feel something, after nito, 3 things that you smell, okay? All right.
Okay. 5 things that you smell.
3 only.
Awesome. 3 things that you smell.
Yung next natin, something about touch.
Touch. Okay.
Yeah. Sense of touch.
Mhm.
Most memorable touch. Be as detailed as possible.
Uh-huh.
One sentence.
Right. Okay. Done.
Sense of taste.
Sense of peace.
And then last, something you heard. Sense of hearing.
Okay. wala ka masyadong maisip, sorry, dun sa hearing.
Just anything that comes into your head. Hindi kailangan komplikado, ah.
Okay.
Alam mo, narinig mo kanina, narinig mo ngayon.
Okay.
There's something na striking or that caught your attention.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So, I'll be sending you this words. Nanggaling ako sa I come from. Okay, so I'll ask you to read yung mga nakasulat dyan. Huwag mo nang isipin kung um, touch, smell, basta huwag mo nang isipin. Just read the sentences, okay? And then, when it's in Filipino, you can start with nanggaling ako sa. Okay?
Okay.
So for example, what's your first line?
First line. Nakita ko yung aso na maamo sa kanyang amo. Pero kinahulan niya ng kinahulan yung stranger na may malaking bato.
Okay. Tanggalin mo yung nakita ko. Lahat ng mga nakita ko na amoy ko, you just start with yung aso.
Mhm.
Okay? Alright. When it's saying, so for example, nanggaling ako dun sa aso na kinalahulan yung amo. So you just start with nanggaling ako. Okay? And when if it's in English, you say I come from.
Okay. Got it.
Now, while you're reading it, medyo adjust mo lang yung papel mo para medyo makita ko yung eyes mo. Siguro para lang, yeah. Pero read it. Tapos I want you to visualize it first.
Okay.
Before you read it.
Mhm.
See it first. And then the things that it will make you feel. And allow it. And then read the line.
Alright.
And then move on to the next line. I will not cue you anymore. Dire-diretso lang tayo. Okay?
Nanggaling ako sa yung aso na maamo sa kanyang amo, pero kinahulan niya ng kinahulan yung stranger na may malaking bato. Nanggaling ako sa tao sa harap ng shop na balisang-balisa. Nanggaling ako sa pamangkin ko na nagsabing, I did it, I did it. Pagbaba niya. Nanggaling ako sa amoy sigarilyo ng daddy ko. Nanggaling ako sa Chanel No. 5 na hindi naman ganun kabango. Nanggaling ako sa pabangong panlalaki na nakalimutan ko na yung brand. Nanggaling ako sa unang beses ako nakipag-holding hands sa boyfriend ko. Nanggaling ako sa paghaplos sa buhok ko ng mga taong first time lang ako ma-meet nung nasa Italy ako. Nanggaling ako sa hinawak-hawakan ko yung bracelet at sinabing gagayahin ko lang ito. Okay. Nanggaling ako sa adobo na luto ng mommy ko. Nanggaling ako sa pasta amatriciana na niluto ko dahil gusto ko yung bacon. Okay. Nanggaling ako sa adobong niluto ko na hindi nalutong mabuti. Okay. And then, okay. Nanggaling, okay. Nanggaling ako sa kanta ni Alanis Morissette na You Live, You Learn. Nanggaling ako sa accent ko nung nag-aaral ako ng French, tinatry ko talaga mag-sound na French. Nanggaling ako sa yung accent ko pag nag-i-English, tinatry ko i-retain yung Filipino accent ko. Ayun.
And salamat. Salamat. Kumusta ka? Anong pakiramdam?
Parang ano, yung memories lumalabas, ganon.
Wait lang, Germee, nag-happy ka. Sorry.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, are you back?
Hello?
You're back. Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
You were saying something?
Yeah. Nung ginagawa natin yung exercise, yung mga memories parang lumalabas. Parang, lahat ng parang nangyari. Yung, every time meron kang sinabi na parang, okay, taste naman, ganyan. So, maiisip ko yung, parang ano ba yung pinaka-important sa akin? Yung ano. Yun. Pero napansin ko rin, yung mga memories ko, parang, usually yung medyo, hindi na ako masyadong bata. Pero may mga bata din pala. Ayun. Tapos, ano pang napansin ko? Ang una kong tinitingnan yung mga medyo nakakatawa. Feeling ko yung parang mas madrama dun sa buhay ko. Parang di ko siya, parang nahirapan akong hugutin siya. Parang nagiging emotional ako. So, hindi ako masyadong pumupunta dun sa area na yun.
So nag-occur siya sa brain mo pero hindi mo sinulat?
Oo. Pero hindi ko alam exactly kung ano dun. Hindi ko, parang, hindi siya specific. So, iisipin ko pa rin siya, ano doon? Parang general na nangyari. Ganon. Hindi siya parang tunog na ganito. Hindi ganon eh.
Okay.
Pwede din siguro recurring siya. So, hindi ko alam kung ano doon. Parang ganon.
Now, you're overthinking.
Hindi ko alam. Hindi ko alam.
Pero kung ano yung una mong naramdaman, anong unang pumasok sa'yo, pumunta ka doon. No matter how vague. That's authentic. Eh.
Okay. Got it.
Especially in a workshop, you have parang the space, this is a safe space, to just go there.
Okay.
Uncharted territory eh. So, just go there. Diba? Why not? Kung sa harap ng mga estudyante mo, sa harap ng negosyo, hindi mo pwedeng puntahan yung mga ganong pakiramdam, yung mga ganong memories. Diba? This is an opportunity to go there and actually make sense of it. No? Yun lang. But,
siguro yung mapuntahan, yung sigaw ng daddy ko, kinakabahan ako, gano'n. Yun.
Oh, yun. Articulate mo. So, hindi siya general. Galing ako sa sigaw ng daddy ko at totoo yun, di ba? O habang sinasabi mo nga na emotional ka eh.
Oo, tama. Kinakabahan ako, gano'n.
Kasi that's authentic, that's real to you. Okay? True. Totoo siya eh. Okay? Bakit sa palagay mo pinagawa ko itong exercise na to?
I'm not sure, pero feeling ko connected siya dun sa sinabi mo na huhugot ka, tapos isasara mo rin. Parang gano'n.
Yeah. Totoo naman yon. Diyan mo makikita na may reservoir ka ng kasaysayan ng kung sino ka. Ikaw pa lang, enough na. Yes! So,
Ah.
ikaw pa lang ay resource, wealth na of resource.
Mhm.
Yung memories mo, yung experience mo, do not limit yourself. Di ba sabi ng mga friends mo, mag-vlog ka, ang ganda nung nangyari sa'yo. Yung iba nga nagva-vlog nakatambay lang sa bahay. 1 million views.
Mm.
Kong TV yun Sa bahay lang sila. Hindi sila nagpupunta sa ibang bansa. But they're willing to share their truth, who they are. You don't have to be anyone. You just need to be yourself and, share that to the world. That authentic, real self. So, you have a wealth of stories, wealth of resource. Of course, ibang usapin na kapag syempre very raw yung exercise natin eh. Ibang usapin na yun kapag mag-curate ka na, I mean, when you edit it, when you curate it, when you plan your content, nasa ibang level na yon. But don't go there muna. Go with unearthing stories, unearthing reasons why you want to even do this. Saan mo hinuhugot to mga to, di ba? And what would you like to share? I don't know. So, also, as an actor, as performers, as vloggers, as storytellers, I'd use the term storyteller now. As storytellers, mapa-visual, mapa-film, mapa-actor using the body, yung kinikwento natin ay nanggagaling sa senses. Naamoy, nakikita, naririnig. Kapag nagkwento ka ng mga bagay na tungkol sa karanasan, ng mga bagay na naririnig, naaamoy, tunog, relatable, very relatable. Kapag pinag-usapan ang kalawakan, kahit pa universe yan, ng isang poet, parang kung paano niya dinescribe ang kalawakan, parang nakikita mo na yung kalawakan.
Okay.
Parang nararamdaman mo na lumulutang ka kasama ng mga planeta. Writer yun. Kapag naman music, parang hiniheli ka ng tunog. Parang pinaparamdam sa'yo yung bigat. Diba? Tunog yun pero may bigat. Diba ang weight, sinusukat yun. Kung magiging logical ka, stupid, paano magkakaroon ng bigat ang sound? Weight is something measured mass times, di ba? Gravity, di ba? Times pa plus, ganun, di ba? So anyway, paano magkakabigat ang awit and yet we feel weight? It's the same with words.
Right.
The way you say words could have weight.
Mm-hmm.
Words could be soft. Words could feel you, make you feel something. Words could swoon you. Words could hurt you.
Yeah.
And that's storytelling. That's the power of words. It's the power of senses. Okay? So, ginagawa lang kita ulit aware. Di ba sabi natin doon sa gusto nating maging hanapin yung truth mo and you have that. Everyone has that. Sometimes we just don't acknowledge or mayroon tayong mga bagay na hindi na reconcile with our own truth. May mga bagay tayong sinasantabi, therefore, nababaon. Therefore, dumadagdag siya sa mga walls na binibuild mo. In order to become vulnerable and share something, you have to tear down your wall and be willing to share. That's the only time that you could choose what to share. Kasi if there's wall and you share, people will know there's wall and you're just not sharing everything. But if you have no wall, but you're just being intelligent with what you want to share, People won't feel that you have a wall,
Mhm.
but you control what to share. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
Parang for example, wala akong tinatago, so pero kaya kong maging matalino, ma-funnel yung share ko. But
Mhm.
there's no wall. It's just funneled. It's just curated. There's a difference with having a wall and with curating, with funneling what to share.
Got it. Pero mahirap siyang i-practice. Tama ba?
Pero hirap siya. It's a life skill. It's a skill. Acting is living. Acting is life. Acting is dealing with real world emotions, real stories, real memories. You know what we've been through as actors? We go through the same thing over and over again. We die 6 times a week. We cry over the death of a character that we love, a person that we love on stage, and after that we party. And then we repeat the same thing. And how could you repeat something? It's really by committing to that truth. Allowing yourself to embrace that truth, that vulnerability, and after that, let it go.
Okay.
Pero it starts with opening it up and allowing it. But yung vlog mo naman, di mo naman planong gawin drama yun eh. Diba? But it's the same principle with comedy.
Mhm.
You know what? The best comedians are the vulnerable, or the most vulnerable comedians. Most comedians, they tell their own truth. Diba? Pigatawanan nila yung mga sarili nila, tapos sobra sila nakakatawa kasi totoo sila.
Mhm. Correct.
Yung mga
Tama.
pinaka hindi nakakatawang comedian, yung mga pinaka fake. At alam mo ba, ang gagaling umarte ng mga komedyante kasi kaya nila magdrama.
Mhm.
Kasi nga truthful sila.
Mm. Okay. Got it. Paano kaya ako parang um paano ko kaya yun ma-apply dun sa vlog? Pero ayoko naman maging sobrang open kasi gitna nga ako eh. So parang
I
paano
think
kaya?
kailangan, hindi, ganito yan eh. It's a mindset journey. Kasi kapag sinimula mo siya ng ayaw kong ibigay lahat, simula pa lang may wall ka na. Ibigay mo lahat. Sa editing ka magbawas.
Oh, got it.
Pwede naman ganun kung isushoot mo ha. Ibigay mo lahat. Panoorin mo sarili mo. Ay, ayokong i-share yun. Gupitin mo. Pwede ganun, di ba? Pwede rin naman na ibigay mo lahat, tapos eventually, matututunan mo siyang manage, di ba? Pwedeng editing yun, kapatid. Unless live. Kapag live, talking points. It will bring you back to the flow. Ganun pa rin naman.
Okay.
Pero same thing eh. Ang term pa nga sa mga actors, you're making love with the camera.
Mhm.
Why the term making love?
Yeah, why? Oo.
Because in making love, for the lack of a better metaphor,
Mhm.
you have to be vulnerable. That's a very vulnerable position.
Right.
That experience.
Mhm.
You're literally naked. You're literally sharing your soul,
Mhm.
and you're vulnerable. This person leaves you after that, you're gonna be broken. This person does something during that, you're gonna be broken. That's how vulnerable you are during the act.
Right. Right.
And the camera requires you to be that. You're passionate, diba? Making love could also be passionate.
Mhm.
Making love could also be fun. Could
Right.
also be funny, and yet vulnerable, and yet truthful, and yet warm.
Okay.
Nagigets mo yung metaphor?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
warm, it's truthful, and yet it's vulnerable, and yet it could be quirky, it could be sexy, it could be a lot of things.
Right.
But the camera requires that relationship, that comfortability, that passion with sharing.
Mhm.
But of course, like making love, there are contracts. May mga jowa na ayaw ng toys. May mga jowa na gusto ng toys. May mga jowa na may mga extreme na gusto. May mga jowa na ito lang. And yet, no matter how simple, no matter how extreme, they enjoy it. What am I trying to say? That you could be vulnerable, have fun, be warm, have passion, and be simple. So yun, kung manonood ka rin ng mga vlogs, may mga very simple vlogs and yet very heartwarming, very truthful, very exciting. Yun. Kung gusto mo naman maging informative, ibang angulo din yun. So, but I guess, ibang workshop na yun. In our workshop, dun tayo sa making it relatable, warm, and truthful. Dun tayo umaangulo. Alright.
Yun yung kailangan ko talaga, Norbs.
So far, ang bilis ng oras.
Oo nga eh. Ang bilis.
Kumusta ka? How do you feel right now? That's my first point. Second, ano yung pinaka-importante mong take away today? And third, what do you look forward to on our next session?
Okay. So parang yung vulnerability, doon ako medyo natamaan. Kasi parang, parang person na hindi masyadong nagpapakita ng vulnerability. Pero nag-share ako lagi sa friends ko, pero pinipilian ko lang yung sinasabihan ko ng vulnerability ko. Ganon. So, yun yung biggest challenge sa akin. And gusto kong matutunan yung sinabi mo na parang be vulnerable and then edit it. Yung ganon. I think I really believe you when you said kayang matutunan yun. And yeah, parang sa ngayon, hindi ko pa lang siya ma-visualize.
It's okay. It's a journey. Huwag ka munang mag-step 2 sa edit. Be vulnerable muna. Yun muna yung objective mo. Edit, saka mo na yun isipin. Kasi kapag nasa step 2 ka na, how can I edit? Ito lang yung kaya kong i-share. Wag. In this workshop, just be.
Share.
Okay? Kasi ang hirap nung nag-step 2 ka na, hindi mo pa nabubuksan. Para siyang pintuan eh.
Oo.
Yung pa sobrang nabubuksan, inedit mo na. Ay di hanggang dun lang yung lalabas. Open it up first. Then you decide how open, 'di ba? How open. Unless you open it, you wouldn't know yung pupuntahan eh. You wouldn't know how much you want to give.
Tama. Correct. Okay, sige. Doon ako parang pinaka-natamaan talaga. Like, parang feeling ko din, kasi ako yung person na parang mabilis mag-move on, pero siguro dahil hindi ko pa sobrang tinignan. Ganon. So, yeah. Pero ganon. Parang, yeah. Yung parang sobrang emotional, ganyan. Hindi ko hinahayaan yung sarili ko na maging super emotional. Yun yung, Okay.
But do not misunderstand me ha. Vulnerability doesn't always equate with drama, with crying. Vulnerability could be joy. Could be real joy as in ecstasy, joy. When I say ecstasy, not the drugs but that feeling of ecstasy. Some people don't also share that fun. You also need to learn to share that giddy self, that feeling of kilig with jewelry. Gets mo ko?
Yes.
Yun naman yung gusto mo eh. Ma-inspire din sila with the idea of making jewelry your own, being connected with a jewelry. But that has to be multiplied with how you believe with the brand and how you believe with that relationship. You have to share with me that excitement and that requires vulnerability. So hindi siya kailangan lagi malungkot. Pero, ito na nga yung sinasabi ko. Buksan mo muna yung pintuan. Kasi hindi ka pwedeng mamili, dapat masaya lang. Hindi eh. Maging vulnerable ka muna. Minsan malungkot ka, iiyak ka, minsan masaya ka, minsan ito. Pero ang mahalaga, nare-recognize mo na yung authentic feeling mo, yung truth mo.
Mhm.
Kapag ano ka na-explore mo na, kumbaga man medyo tinukay mo, umiyak ka, iyak mo pa, ganyan, di ba? Di ba? Yung na-navigate mo saka mo siya fino-flow. Okay,
Mhm.
dito ako dadalahin. Kaya as an actor, nakokontrol ko, magbi-breakdown ako sa eksenang to, okay. Tatawa ako din sa eksenang to, kaya yun.
Mhm.
Kasi kilala ko na siya. Binuksan ko na siya sa mga workshops. Sa workshop ko sa iba't ibang tao. At sa ako din, pag mag-isa ako, ina-acknowledge ko kasi it starts with acknowledgement. Germee, you need to acknowledge what you feel at the moment. That's why I will always ask, what do you feel at the moment?
Mhm.
And do not elevate it kagad dito.
Okay.
Go back here, here, here. What do I feel? That's the job of the actor.
Mhm.
Feel.
Okay.
And then this. Secondary to.
Okay.
Yung una.
So, feel muna. Ayun. So, para akong na-challenge doon, pero at the same time, parang, kaya ko ba to? Na-doubt ko yung sarili ko. Yun.
Kaya mo! Ano mo ang doubt? Kaya mo.
Okay.
This is a workshop. So fail. If you will fail, di fail.
Mhm.
And then gawin ulit natin.
Correct. Gusto ko matry mabuksan. Yun.
Good. That's a good start. Keyword, allow. If you see yourself editing yourself, policing,
Mhm.
remove that. No police.
Okay.
No police.
Right. Yeah.
If you feel like, bakit ko ba ito inisip? Isipin mo. Bakit? Workshop to, iisipin ko yung kung anong pumasok sa utak ko. Ba't ko ito naramdaman? Bakit? Di maramdaman ko. Yun muna ang attitude natin. Okay? This is a space to feel. This is a space to go to uncharted territories. To those part of your body senses na sinabi sa'yo ng society na huwag mong puntahan.
Mm-mm. Correct.
As children, we were trained not to cry. We were trained to be cerebral. As students, we were trained to be logical. As teachers, we were trained to be like this and like that and like this. As an actor, as a storyteller, you are trained to unpack it. Unpack. Unpack. Because if you can't unpack your own wounds, your own flaws, your own happiness, if you don't understand that personhood, you cannot portray another person. You cannot share personhood with another. Your personhood, your truth with another person. Kasi ikaw nga, hindi mo kilala yung sarili mo. So very psychological, no? Actually very retreat. Okay? So yung mga alam mo bang nag-acting workshop ako, iyakan sila ng iyakan. Parang retreat, be. Sinasabi ko sa'yo, Germee.
Para pala siyang retreat. Okay. Thank you for telling me that.
But depende depende sa'yo. Sa kahandaan mo, hindi naman laging kailangan umiiyak ang retreat. Pero may mga tao na iyak lang iyak. O, sige, iyak ka lang. Okay lang sa akin. Natawa ka, di natawa ka. I mean, just be, okay? Ayun. So, yung next question, ano yung una kong tanong? Ano yung naramdaman mo? Ano yung ano yung takeaway mo dun for today? Take home? Di mo pa nasasagot yun? And then, ang third ko, what do you look forward to sa next session?
Okay. So, ayun. So, yung takeaway ko, yung vulnerability na part. At saka yung, ano pa ba? Ang dami kong takeaway natitingnan ko ulit.
Unang pumasok sa utak mo, huwag mo masyadong pag-isipan.
Okay. Yung parang, gusto ko yung exercise natin na kung ano yung naisip mo based sa sense of touch. Parang feeling ko, gusto ko siyang gawin ulit. Like parang, ayun. Tapos, nilulook forward ko yung, gusto ko mag-open up. Ganon. Gusto ko maramdaman yung ganon. Na parang pwede ako mag-open up. Ayun. Tapos, ano pa ba? ang isa ko rin nilolook forward is yung sinabi mo kanina na parang yung branding nung brand mo at saka yung branding mo. So, nakita ko yung actually, yun din yung isang pumipigil sa akin na gumawa ng vlog. Parang may part of me na parang very dearest, pero may part of me na hindi ganon. So, feeling ko 50-50 din yun. Hindi ako full na yun. Kasi parang, kasi kung ako, yung vision kasi ng dearest is to create personal sa clients. Yung kailangan, gusto kong makuha nila yung, gusto kong ma-share sa kanila yung joy na kaya kong mag-design for myself. So, gusto kong mapunta yun sa kanila. Kaya nawawala yung sarili ko. And that's okay. That's the vision of the brand. Kaya minsan, hindi ko sila mapag-reconcile. Usually, yung mga clients, like parang very, very posh, put together, ganyan. And I'm not 100% like that. So, so yun siguro yung gusto kong explore sa ating next sessions.
Alright, sige. Sige. Dahil dyan, assignment, take a bath nang nakasarado yung mata mo.
Okay. Aha.
Tapos, wala lang. Pakiramdaman mo lang yung tikit lang ng water, shampoo. Tapos, imumulat mo lang yung mata mo kapag tapos ka ng maligo. So, you start the shower looking. Okay? Assignment number 1. You don't need to do that all the time. You can just do that isang beses or twice within the week bago tayo magkita. Okay? Assignment number 2. I'd like to ask you na mag-journal starting now. Pagkagising mo, you ask yourself, what do I feel? And stream of consciousness, just write what you feel. And then, don't think of right grammar. Don't think of making sense. Kung ano una pa sa utak mo, sulat. Maglaan ka at least 5 minutes to 10 minutes. And then when you end, you end. Close. Tapos balikan mo na lang siya sa gabi bago matulog.
Bago matulog, mag-journal din. Tama ba?
Pwede naman. Ang minimum requirement ko ay yung umaga pagkagising.
Okay.
Yung isa ko, basahin mo siya bago matulog.
Okay.
Pero kung gusto mo mag-journal sa gabi, choice mo yun. So yun lang naman. Para lang, it's just training yourself again to be, do not intellectualize it. Okay? Just feel right. Okay? That's why I'm not asking you to double check your grammar. Kasi sulat, bawal tumigil, mag-timer ka. Ganun. And then, stop, close. Let it go. And then, balikan mo na lang kinagabi. Yun lang. Questions?
Wala. Super, excited ako for our next session.
May natutunan ko naman today.
Ang dami. Ayun. How about you? Anong impression mo? Like parang, ano tawag dito? Doon ba sa pinaggagawa ko? Mukha ba, di ba sabi mo parang,
Too early, you're editing.
okay.
Wag muna. You're expecting na kagad a result. Process muna tayo. Don't think of the end muna.
Alright.
Just be, okay?
Okay.
Because you like that, I'm refraining you from doing that sa ngayon. Kasi sa halip na nag-go through ka, meaning internalizing and going there, ang nangyayari, you're detaching with that kind of, gets ko yan kasi very profesora ka eh. Tapos at the same time, diba, with your work as CEO and profesora ka, you like really evaluating things from that blah blah blah. But now, wag muna kasi we're retraining your body to just feel.
Okay.
Saka natin, kumbaga man, sa discussion natin pag-usapan yung mga elevation niya. Pero pag-usapan natin lagi pakiramdam mo at anong gagawin. The work. But not, I will not evaluate you.
Okay, sige. Sige.
Because it will not help you.
Mm-mm.
Ang mangyayari, you will overthink at di ka na makakaramdam. Basta pag-uusapan natin yung pakiramdam at yung work. But
Okay.
not you.
Got it. Okay.
Yes? So, nire-reframe ko lang yung pagtingin mo.
Mhm.
Kasi gets ko yan eh. Madali kang, madidemonyo ka, no? The term, no? Madidemonyo. Madidemonize mo. It's like me. When I have a performance, and sometimes I don't like my performance, as in, kasi as actors, we're only as good as our last show. So we repeat it like 30 times. Some shows are good, some shows are not really good.
Mhm.
And then, depende, if I get unsolicited feedback, it heartbreaking. It will really not help you. Now, sometimes you ask for a solicited feedback, it also backfires. Kasi you're either expecting this kind of feedback, or you're overthinking na, hindi ko na naman nakuha. Sabi na nga ba eh.
Yeah.
So lalo kang, I don't think it's gonna be good. So,
Okay.
for now.
Yeah.
For now. So
Okay.
maybe eventually.
Mhm.
Okay?
Totally understand. Yay!
Alright.
Norbs, super thank you. I'm really looking forward dun sa, yun nga, yung pag-open up. I need to, yeah.
Sige. Mag-tweak din ako ng plano ko kasi may iba akong plano, but looking with this conversation at kung saan tayo dinadala, and also yung need, yung sinasabi mo, I want to try that. So maybe I'm tweaking the syllabus. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Kaya ako sinabi sa'yo, di ba, na evolving yung syllabus. Kasi once I hear you and once I see kung saan tayo dadalahin, doon natin susubukang dalahin. Okay?
Okay.
Maraming salamat.
Alright. Thank you, Norbs. Mag-picture naman tayo.
Oh, sure. Tag mo na lang ako. Wait lang.
Yes. Teka lang ah. Ayan. Yay! Thank you, Norbs, and nice to meet you. Looking forward to our next session.
Salamat.
Bye-bye.